Welcome back. If you've been following along, you're already building a really great base in English.
Yeah, we've touched on some consonants, and those short A and E sounds we talked about.
We did. Those vowels can be tricky.
They really can. And, thinking about it, every single sound is like a piece of a puzzle.
Hmm,
Understanding them makes, well, tackling new words just so much easier down the line.
absolutely. So for this deep dive, we thought we'd really zero in on the sounds for the consonants N, P, R, and S.
And we'll also get into the short sound of the vowel I.
Right. The mission here really is to get comfortable with how these basic sounds work.
Exactly. How they're made, how they sound in simple words. It's all about helping you decode things and, read more confidently.
It's amazing how just knowing these helps everything click.
It really is. Even tiny sound differences can change meanings, which is, well, fascinating.
Okay, let's get started then. How about we begin with the letter N? You know the name N,
And then,
but the sound it makes is N. Try this. Put the tip of your tongue just behind your top front teeth.
right up there.
Yeah, and let the air kind of hum through your nose. N. Feel that little buzz.
The vibration, that's it.
That's your N sound.
Yeah.
Listen. N, N. It's almost like your nose is helping out.
It is. That's a perfect way to put it. Your mouth is mostly closed, right? So the sound has to come out through the nose. That's
Okay.
what makes it a nasal sound. That's the technical term.
Gotcha. Okay, nasal sound. Now let's hear it in action. Think of the word nose.
Nose, hear it right at the beginning.
Clear as day. And how about no?
No. Same thing. That strong N kicks it off. It really anchors the word, doesn't it?
It really does.
Yeah.
Okay, your turn now. Try making just the N sound. Go on.
Pause.
Nice. Now say the word nose.
Good.
And now, no.
Pause.
Perfect. Okay, moving right along. Letter P. The name is P,
P.
but the sound is P. This one feels different. Close your lips
Uh-huh.
and then just let out a quick little puff of air like
Mhm.
this. P, 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 P.
You can almost feel it, right? Hold your hand in front of your mouth.
Yeah, you feel that little burst.
That burst is key. It's a stop consonant. Your lips actually stop the air for a split second.
Stop consonant. Okay,
Ooh,
makes sense. You hear it clearly in words like
Oh,
pen
all right. Yep.
and pig.
Pig. Both super common words. And that initial P is, well, it's pretty sharp. Helps you pick it out.
Definitely. Okay, your turn again. Let's hear the P sound.
Pause.
Excellent. Now say pen
Pause.
and then pig.
Pause.
Wonderful. All right, next up, letter R. Name is R,
R.
and the sound is R, like in red.
Or run.
Exactly. Red, run. Now, this one's interesting.
Ah, yes. The R. This is where things can get a bit varied.
How so?
Well, the way your tongue actually forms that R sound, it can be quite different depending on, what your first language is.
Oh, right. Like how some languages have a rolled R.
Exactly. Some roll it, some have it further back in the throat. So if your R sounds a little different from mine or from what you hear generally, honestly, don't stress too much about it right now.
Good point.
The main thing is getting that core English R sound that people recognize.
That's really helpful to know. To take some pressure off, maybe. Okay, so let's try the R sound. Give it a go.
Pause.
Now say red.
Pause.
And how about run?
Pause.
Well done. Okay, next is S. The letter name is S.
Yes.
And the sound we're focusing on now is S.
Mm-hmm.
Think of, well, like a snake hissing.
Sus. That's the one.
You hear it in sun
Sun.
and sit.
Sit.
Now, you mentioned something interesting earlier about S.
Ah, yes. It's worth remembering that sometimes the letter S doesn't make the S sound. Sometimes it sounds like Z.
Like in is or was.
Exactly. That often happens when it follows certain other sounds, voiced sounds. The S kind of borrows that vibration.
Okay, that's a bit more advanced maybe.
It is. For today, let's just stick with that clean, hissy S sound, the unvoiced one.
Got it. Keep it simple for now. Okay, let's practice just the S sound. Your turn.
Pause.
Great. Now say sun. And finally, sit.
Fantastic.
Okay, one more for today, a vowel. The letter I. Name is I.
I. Like the thing you see with.
Right. But we're talking about the short sound of I, which is, it's a quick sound.
Mm-hmm. Very common.
Like the I in igloo.
Igloo. Yep.
Or in that word we just did, sit.
Sit. There it is again. Right in the middle.
Is really common, isn't it?
Oh, absolutely. And think about how it feels in your mouth. It's kind of relaxed, more in the middle than the long I sound you use for the letter name.
That's a good description.
Yeah.
Relaxed. Listen again. E, You hear it clearly in igloo
Igloo.
and sit.
Sit. It's
Yeah.
definitely not the E sound like in C, right? It's shorter, different quality.
Right, definitely different. Okay, your turn. Try making that short pill sound.
Pause.
Nice. Now say igloo
Pause.
and then sit. Seriously, you're doing great work.
We've covered some ground there. 5 key sounds. You can already hear how they're like the Lego bricks of pronunciation.
Totally. So, just to make sure these are sticking, let's do a quick sound check. Ready?
Let's do it.
What sound does the letter P make? That little...
Pause. Think about that puff of air.
That's it. The P sound. Correct. Okay, what about the letter S? The hissy one.
Pause. Remember the snake.
Exactly. It's the S sound. Right. And that short sound of the letter we just did.
Pause. The vowel in pig or sit.
Yes. The des sound.
Oh,
Perfect.
well.
Okay, let's try identifying them. I'll say a word. You tell me the first sound you hear.
Got it.
First word. Run. What's that first sound?
Pause. What kicks off that word run?
Good job. That's the R sound. Yes. Okay, last one for this review. The word is nose.
Pause. Think back to the start. What's the very first sound in nose?
You got it. That's the N sound. Fantastic. You're really picking these up.
See? You can already hear how isolating these sounds helps you break down the whole word.
Absolutely. It's the starting point for everything.
And the more you tune your ear to these, the more you'll just automatically notice them everywhere.
So just to recap this deep dive, we looked at N, that N sound. P, the P sound. R, the R sound. S, the S sound.
Right.
And that short I, the S sound.
And getting a handle on recognizing and making these sounds, it's just so fundamental.
It really is.
It's building that solid base for reading, for speaking.
Yeah.
Yeah, for more confidence all around.
Definitely. So maybe a little homework, if you will, until next time.
Oh, good idea.
Just, pay attention to the English you hear. Movies, music, people talking. Try to spot words that use these sounds. N, P, R, S, short I.
And don't just listen.
Oh, right. Good point.
Try saying the words out loud yourself. Practice making the sounds.
Yes. Get your mouth used to forming them. That active practice makes such a difference.
It really does. Connecting the listening and the speaking reinforces it all so much faster. Makes it stick.
Totally agree. And speaking of next time,
What do we got lined up?
in our next deep dive, we're going to keep building. We'll add more essential sounds to your collection, and we'll be tackling the short sound of the letter O.
Ooh, another important vowel sound.
Yeah.
Good one.
So keep an ear out for that. And maybe, just as a final thought, think about how recognizing these little individual sounds, these pieces, actually changes how you understand the bigger picture of English, both when you hear it and when you read it.
It really is like unlocking a code, isn't it? One sound at a time. It all connects.